Hi, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Katie.
And we are here today to help you understand what is a brand.
What is it?
Okay, let's get my word. Well, we will skip the definition this time. I can let it go.
Yay!
Woo! It hasn't gotten us anywhere yet.
No.
But these have, woo, beacon. Beacon, not bacon.
Bacon is good though.
Bacon is good, bacon's got sizzle. Okay, let's get to the word.
Okay.
The meat.
Beacon.
Beacon, okay. So you are a ship out at sea and you're lost and you don't know where you're going and all of a sudden you see that beacon of light. Okay, I always like to start with that general concept. Have you seen beacons before when you go to networking events or social events or something where someone just lights up the room and you gravitate towards them?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so hopefully you catch the drift that we're talking about energy here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which starts here, goes here, and radiates to the outside world. That's why we say the best brands start on the inside.
Absolutely.
It's a branding is an inside job. In a good way.
In a good way.
Catch up guard. And that's why most people skip it, honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why marketers have a hard time because they want to touch it, feel it, quantify it, measure it. And you can't.
No.
You can't.
No, you really can't.
And that's why I say focus your time on creating quality, creating value. We talked about useful, promises. Spend time delivering on your word or figuring out how to get your word impeccable. Meaning a lot of times you want to offer a word of advice. You want to be that beacon, using our word of the day. You want to help people. We all do. It's natural human nature. But how do you feel? I don't know if we talked about this before. Because I still remember in 4th grade when I met someone and they said, they pointed to these hills, there's no Michigan accent, excuse me. They pointed to the hills and they said, we're going to go horse riding there someday.
Yeah.
I still want to go horse riding there someday. She never delivered on her promise, and every time I see her, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can think of stories,
Absolutely.
Those, you know, when somebody, you don't know how it resonates in somebody's world. She didn't know I just moved there, I loved horses, I wanted to explore everything she had said in just those few words. Catch my drift? Embodied everything. And so the beacon is that kind of safe harbor, that kind of, you are the solution to somebody's problem.
Absolutely. Yeah.
During that chapter, as we discussed, building off the last words we used, and I mean that is the beacon. That's we'll segue into Katie's word. What is
my
it?
word is identity.
Ooh, that goes well together.
So yeah, I was gonna say it's similar to beacon, right?
I shuffled good.
Yeah, you shuffled good. So yeah, identity is similar to beacon because your identity is what you're bringing to the table for people to see. Your identity comes from the inside out.
And so speaking on those ones, so identity, because you chose that before you knew my word. So
Yes, I did.
What made you think of that? What was your
Because
reason?
whenever I think of what a brand is, it's basically what embodies what you're associated with. Your identity of your company, your brand is who you are. So definitely identity is a word that comes to mind when I think of what.
So then we could use that in the context of thinking of packaging.
Yes. Yeah.
For interest. For example, if you notice, I'm very formal today.
Yes.
But casual underneath.
I like
it's the
it.
packaging.
Yep.
Because I like to change things up, as you know. Every
Yes.
time you come here, it's different.
Oh, she keeps me on my toes, ladies and gentlemen. She keeps me on my toes.
I like to push myself out of my comfort zone. That's how you don't get complacent and you don't get bored.
Yes, true.
You don't go to your okay, I can't touch him. Can't touch my definition. It's the left brain, no.
Yes.
That's what keeps you creative. It keeps you in the moment, aware, and just able to bring it.
Yeah.
And that, the identity is that packaging and also, you know, where you're going and how it fits in, not being something you're not. Funny story, want a side note?
Absolutely.
About the blazer and identity.
Of course. Bring it on.
Many nights out, I would go out and the common theme was, Kathy, take your blazer off. You look so stiff. It was my security blanket.
Absolutely. It can, yeah, I can see that. I can
And so
see
now I
that.
have the same packaging, but it's how you wear it.
Yeah.
So I wear it very different, but it has a lot of history. Again, these are things you don't know about somebody. You think, you know, words just drop lightly, but you don't know the echo. That's
Yeah.
a word, huh?
I like it.
So the identity, oh man, that's, you have the packaging, but think about how much is wrapped in that identity in terms of what other people have told you, perception, reality, what's true. So what would you say? I'll put you on the spot here.
Oh.
Yeah, you like it. Hot seat.
Woo!
Who's it hot?
All right, I'm ready.
What do you think are the 5 main, she also has a psychology background, as do I, we love it. Psychology is how you attribute meaning to the world. With
Yep.
that segue, what do you think the top 5 influences, she just graduated, come on. The top 5 influences are to somebody's identity.
Top 5 influences someone's identity.
Just use yourself as an example.
How you present yourself is a top identity. How
But
present
no
yourself in-
influencers like
oh,
in terms
influence
of
it like.
family, friends, teachers.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yes. To
outside
shape you.
influence shape me. Definitely, the inner would be your family, and then your husband, definitely would be
Or wife if you're male.
influence, yeah,
Or,
or significant other.
yes. Okay.
Your significant other, partner in crime.
PIC.
Definitely your family, your friends, teachers, mentors.
So anyone who you come
Family
along
or-
in your chapter.
Your path, yeah, your chapter, your path, because I'll be starting my new chapter in 2 weeks.
And you're going
And
to
so
carry those.
carry that, definitely those influences over into the next chapter. So,
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
well, it's a good thing, because if you do enough self-work and work on your packaging, you're comfortable with your packaging, and you love your packaging. I love myself.
That's where it starts. Can't live up.
You can't go wrong. You definitely can't go wrong.
So then, I guess what you're saying, because I know the background, so you're self-aware.
I'm very
So if somebody
self-aware.
says something, you know whether it bounces off you. What's that
Absolutely.
saying that you said as a kid? Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Names will never hurt me. Yeah.
I remember those names. My name was Knobby Knees. Because I was tall and skinny and I just had high metabolism. What was your name? Come on, everyone has one.
Oh, I had, when I was little, it was Buddha, because I didn't have hair until I was 1.
How do you remember that? They must have told you. They. Okay,
yes,
that.
they.
Let's wrap all those influences into they.
Yeah.
They say.
Yes.
Yeah, so anytime those voices come up or they say, this is the takeaway.
Yeah.
Because we broke it down.
Yes.
Now we're going to build it up.
Yes.
Favorite question? Why? Okay. Oh, Katie, what's her name? Katie Byron. Love this. This is a great takeaway. Is this, when you hear those voices or someone says something and just take it with you, go aside and say, is this my truth? Key second question. Do I want this to be my truth?
I like
So make sure your identity is accurate and not coming from a bad
They.
place.
Yeah. Or
That
they.
you've earned it, and when you say they or the voices, ask that question, is this my truth? Do I want it to be my truth? And if you don't, say, what can I do about it?
Yeah.
And there, you'll have your answer.